Today I'm going to elaborate on how I get the audio tone for my YouTube videos. I've had many people ask me, what amp do you use? How do you get the tone in your videos? And you know, I don't think my tone is the greatest, but I don't even use an amp. The truth is, all that I use is this unit right here. It's a Boss GT6 guitar effects processor. It's an older unit that came out like 10 years ago or so, maybe a little less. I bought this brand new when they first came out. They were like $400 or $500 brand new in US dollars. Now they're much cheaper, probably $150 to $200. Alright, so how I have this set up is I run my guitar, well, obviously into this cable here, into the input, which runs into the input on the GT6. Then I have the output, the mono side, which is the left, I think, yes, running from the output on the GT6 into the line-in jack on the back of my PC. You cannot plug an instrument cable directly into the line-in jack. You have to have one of these little gadgets here. This is a 1/4 to 1/8 inch adapter. You plug the other end of the output cable into the 1/4 inch port. Then you plug the 1/8 inch prong into the line-in jack on the back of your sound card. This one here looks like it's broken, which is probably why I'm not using it. But it's a good example of what you need. You can get these at pretty much any electronics store for a couple bucks. As far as sound card goes, generally, if you have a cheaper computer, you can't use the manufactured sound card that comes stock in it. You pretty much have to upgrade it. I upgraded mine to this. I actually bought it on Amazon. It is the Creative Sound Blaster Extreme Music card. A wonderful sound card. The sound quality is terrific. The main reason for upgrading the sound card is because with most stock sound cards you will experience latency when trying to record. If you're not familiar with the term latency, latency is basically when you play a note and it takes a fraction of a second or maybe even just a millisecond before you actually hear the note. It makes it impossible to record over top of anything. Even if the audio quality is great, it's still you can't do anything with that. So you will have to upgrade your sound card if you don't already have a sound card that is made for recording. Alright, so once you have your GT6 and your sound card, you need the software. The software that I use is Adobe Audition 1.5. It is a very old version of the program. I think they have a newer version out now. They have a 3.0 version, and they may even have a newer one than that. I'm not even sure. I've stuck with this one for nearly 10 years just because it hasn't failed me yet. I mean, I haven't had any problems, and there's nothing that I can't do with this program that I want to do. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need. You can get this used pretty cheaply, maybe on eBay or even Amazon. It's a great program. Alright, before I dive into the Audition program, I'm going to show you the settings on the GT6. On the GT6, the patch that I use as my bass tone, of course, as you know, there are a ton of patches already preloaded onto this machine. So the patch that I used is the Heavy Rectifier. I took the Heavy Rectifier patch and modified it. So basically what I have going on here, let's hit the settings. Let's go back to the beginning. Basically what I have going on is that of course I have a custom patch. The type of preamp that I'm using is the lead stack. My gain is set on 50, but I typically, for rhythm, I will usually take it down to around 40 to 45, maybe even down to like 15 for less distorted things. For solos, I'll take it up to 55, 60, 65 at most. And of course I have a little delay in there with it. Let's see. The bass is set on 90. The mids are set on 75. And the treble is set on 72. Presence is 0. Level is 65. Gain is set on high. Speaker is on. The type of speaker I choose is 4x12 just because I don't like the muddiness of an 8x12. And then as you can see, all the other settings. Okay, that's it for the preamp. Let's see, let me get it back. Alright. For the overdrive, the gain, sorry about that. I use the drive stack. I'm trying to figure out how to exit out of here. Okay. And the drive that I use is actually not even on. I only use the overdrive for leads rarely, and most of the time I don't even need it. So, the delay, I have delay on stock, but if I'm playing rhythm, I usually turn the delay off. It's always on for leads, solos. The delay even has a tap tempo where you can tap to the tempo of the song to set it. So yeah, those are my basic settings. Pretty simple. Alright, as far as the recording software goes, you already have a session open here. This is actually Slip to the Void by Alter Bridge that I'm currently working on. Basically, you need to make sure that you have it in multi-track view first. You can go to edit, or you can have it in multi-track. Then you import the original song into the multi-track of the song that you want to record over top of. In this case, it's Slip to the Void. Then once you have that, you can lower the volume of that track. I usually keep it around -10 for my final mixes, but when I'm recording I turn it up a little more just so I can hear what I'm doing. And then all the other tracks below that are my recordings. You can do a lot of things with this program. So if I want to play this, this is the original with mine overlaid. You can even mute it, the original, and then you have only my track that I record over top. And if you notice, I record 2 tracks of each one, so you might see duplicates of each track. And I pan one to the left, one to the right. I don't pan them entirely 100% both ways, just because I feel like if there are any discrepancies in the playing, that those will be more obvious if it's panned entirely to the left and right. So I pan them about 70. And then I EQ my tracks as well. These aren't EQ'd yet here, as you can see. However, these are. So these ones here are EQ'd. As you can see, the high, mids, and lows. The high needs to be up to about 4 on that one. As you can see how I EQ those. And then if you want to hear what the tracks sound like over top of the original recording, that's what it sounds like. Okay, that's over top of the original. I can go up here and I can mute the original. And once that's muted, all you hear is the track that you're actually working on. So in this case, it's those 2 tracks that are active. Alright, so that gives you an idea of what it sounds like. There's also a lot of other cool things you can do over here. You can add some cool delay effects. You have chorus, flanger, phaser, all kinds of reverb and delay. You can mix it, and you got filters, EQs. You can even pitch shift it. Although the pitch shifting tends to slow the track down a little bit. Noise reduction. You basically have it all. Then once you're done and you want to mix down your file, once you have your volume set, you have to have your volumes, the V's, set to where you want them before you mix it down. You go up here to the edit menu, then you go to edit mix down to file, and then you either do all or you can just do selected. You would do selected in a case to where if there's some tracks that you're not sure if you want in there or not, you can just select all the ones that you are sure you want in there and then mix it down. Whereas all of them includes all the tracks that you have over here. And as you can see, you can scroll down and there are even more tracks layered on top. So yeah, that's basically how I record. And then once it's mixed down, you go to edit view, files, and you save it as an MP3 file. And then I overlay the audio, this audio, with the video using Windows Movie Maker. The only reason I don't record audio and video at the same time is because I have yet to learn how, to be honest. And I have stuck with this method for years, and at the moment I really don't have time to learn a new program. So this is working for me. If any of you know a way that I can record audio and video at the same time, please comment or shoot me a message and let me know, because I'm always open to new ideas, and that is something that I've been wanting to learn how to do for a while now. So I think that basically sums up how I record and my settings and everything that you would need to know to get the tone that I have and to achieve the same result.